Welcome to the 32nd SEA Games in Cambodia and the start of the men's hockey tournament, the field hockey returning to the SEA Games since 2017. And it is an opening game for Singapore, who take on Indonesia, who they actually met 12 months ago to the day in an Asian Games qualifier. That one finished 0-0. Can Singapore get their SEA Games campaign off to a winning start? Indonesia some 23 places lower, so Singapore will hope to use that advantage in these early stages. We're underway. Singapore in red, attacking the goal to the right-hand side in the first half. Early ball played forward by Jaspal. Now Indonesia looking to make the break. The whistle's gone though. Infringement against Prasetyo Alfandi. Here Basil will take the corner. This is often where the well-rehearsed routines come in. Looks as though Bazir Faris will be the man that's going to strike this one goalwards, or is he the man going to stop it? Two players shaping to stop here. It is stopped and flicked goalwards, and Singapore take the lead.
Goal for
Just the start they wanted. American, it's Kelly Ashrick that's fired in the goal. Raman, early substitute for Singapore. Tula Siriam Ramanan coming on for just a first cap actually. It's his debut. So that will be a penalty corner in favour of Indonesia for the little trip. So a chance for them maybe here to put some pressure on that Singapore defence. Goalkeeper Wee Wei Xuan. Indonesia currently coming into this at their lowest ever ranking. They have been as high as 44 last year, but they've really slipped over the last 12 months. This will test Singapore's defensive duties. And the shot's gone wide though from Nurul. A little stumble inside the D there from Kahar Basil. Bashir Faris just outside that 16-yard line. Long 16-yard hit rather. All going straight behind, so unable to really test the goalkeeper Fajar Alam. That's a good ball across. And somehow Indonesia have failed to find the net. It looked a clear open goal for them to equalise and make it 1-1, but it hasn't been converted. Yeah, trying to keep the pressure on here as the hooter goes for the end of the first quarter. But
end of the first quarter.
Well, what a finish that would have been to the quarter if Indonesia had got themselves level.
Indonesia
How that ball has stayed out, I'm not quite sure, but it has stayed out.
Breaks.
So the players are back out. Second quarter with Singapore leading by 1-0. So Kepley Ashrick with the goal. Players will play the same way in the second quarter. There will be a change of ends at half-time. So Singapore in red, playing from left to right. Good reverse stick challenge from Grapel Jaswal, the captain, and he's won the ball back well. And tried the shot himself. It's blocked away. It'll be the long corner for Singapore. Finally getting their moment to shine on a Southeast Asian stage. And that's a second goal for Singapore, so they have doubled their advantage. Marican Enrico with the second goal. So a goal in the first quarter and a goal in the second quarter. I have to say Singapore have defended very well in these opening two quarters so far. Indonesia are trying to press to get themselves back into this one. Adam. It was a little bit overhit. It was Guntara Andrea who couldn't keep that one in play. Mulana Nurul plays forward again. Indonesia trying to keep the pressure on and trying to get a goal back before the halfway interval. But once again, too many red shirts back behind the ball for Singapore. Indonesia win the loose ball back again, though, with Effendi Jerry. And there goes the hooter to bring the first half to a close. A very good first half for Singapore, who took the lead early in the first quarter from Zulkifli Ashrik with the first penalty corner of the game. She managed to slam the ball into the net. And then the second coming in the second quarter from Marikan Enrico, just catching up the Indonesian defence with a quickly taken free hit. It means that at half-time in the first men's field hockey match of this SEA Games, Singapore lead Indonesia by 2-0.
The third quarter start.
Indonesia, though, will have something to say about that. They'll certainly want a better performance in the second half than they had in the first. And early on, the chance that one going across goal, Wei Xuan just got enough on that. There's Ayad Alula, the captain, who was just trying to burst through. Good defending again from Singapore. Naidu Hararic going back towards his own goal, man. He was green carded in that first half, had to sit out a couple of minutes. Indonesia trying to create an opening in the D. They're complaining that should be a penalty corner, but it has gone the other way. And just turning into trouble. And once again, Singapore will bring the ball away from danger. Zulkifli Ashrik. Clash of sticks as Ashrik just plays that one down the line for Naidu Dinesh Raj. Good ball across, and it will be a 16-yard hit. It was Zulkan Zaki that was closing in on that one. Good play again by Singapore. That was a good turn by Wibwo Arthur. Fatua Mohammed. Another long range shot comes in from Aziadan, allowed to run behind by Wei Xuan. Knew it was going off target. Into the corner again, Prastio Alfandi. And there's the end of the third quarter. So Singapore have managed to hold firm and keep their goal intact here. So they're 15 minutes away from picking up the opening points in the first match of the hockey events here at the SEA Games in Cambodia. Looks as though Zulkarnain Zaki is going to start this final quarter ahead of the captain, Grebel Jaspal. And we're underway then. Indonesia. By Al-Ad Aliyah. And it has found a way in, and Indonesia have got themselves back into the game. And the referee is just showing the whistle. Are they saying that they took the penalty corner too quickly? I think that's what's happened here. Is they've taken it quickly. The referee hadn't blown his whistle. It's Indonesia's turn not to be happy. Well, they can't quite believe that goal has been disallowed because they felt it was a perfectly good goal. Well, I'm sure it will be a repeat move from Indonesia, but Singapore know what's coming. Fatua Mohammed will be potentially the stopper. He's swept in again by Alad Aulia. And it's another penalty corner. So the pressure on here for Indonesia at the start of this fourth quarter. So a third penalty corner in a row for Indonesia. Same routine, and this time they have found the net, and that will count. Well, Alad Aulia, who was denied by the whistle just a few seconds ago, has finally got onto the score sheet. And Indonesia are back into the game. And now Singapore looking to break. They've got men over here. Indonesia's defence getting stretched, but that's a poor ball. Wasted opportunity really there for Singapore. Prasetyo Alfandi. Lana Nurul. Again, who's been so accurate with his push-outs. Players going off in different directions. It's a different man firing the shot in this time. It was Wibo after. And now Singapore on the break. You can hear the noise levels rise as they feel there's a chance for them to get that 2-goal cushion back here late on in the quarter. That's just gone into the sideboard, so no save needed. It was a well-struck shot by Marikan Enrico, just slightly off target though. Last chance maybe for them to salvage a point. Ball comes across, takes a slight deflection, and it has gone in, and Indonesia have scored with just seconds to go. And it's Alad Aulia who gets his second of the match. And Singapore's resolute defence is breached again. 2 goals in the final quarter for Indonesia, who look as though they've snatched a draw here. Well, the man who scored from that penalty corner at the start of the quarter has bookended it by getting another goal with just a few seconds left on the clock. The captain, Alad Aulia, in the right place at the right time to deflect that one in. Past Wei Xuan. Well, there goes the hooter. That's how close it was to the end of the game. Singapore, admittedly disappointed they haven't managed to hold out and take the win. It would have been a massive boost for them in their first game. But it is a draw. It was 0-0 when these sides met 12 months ago. It's finished here in the opening game. Singapore 2, Indonesia 2.